In 1963, the Supreme Court ruled that confronted with criminal charges, you have the right to an attorney. Now in California, you have the right to an attorney in civil court in certain situations. I know the legal system is overloaded, but David, this might deter people from taking advantage of others. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I think so. My only concern with this is who's really going to benefit from this. My fear is it's going to be the attorneys. But yes, there is a tremendous inequity in America, in our justice system, with the haves and the have-nots. And so, I think in certain cases, like an eviction of a poor tenant, yes, there is a disadvantage to the tenant. Obviously, they don't have the resources to hire an attorney. My only concern about this is this really the best way to help the poor? And that's my only concern. I think in some cases the answer is yes. But I am fearful that the ultimate winner in all this is not going to be the disadvantage. It's going to be the attorneys who now get paid to represent them and may over-represent them, if you get my drift.
Well, actually, David, I had a number of concerns going into this, but I looked at the bill and I handed it to the governor for having signed it because the way it's structured, what they do is the money is pretty much funneled at some of these legal aid groups like Harriet Buhai, nonprofits that give help to lower income people who can't afford attorneys. And I think it might be structured the right way. We're going to have to wait and see. It could overload. It could overload our attorneys. It could present a problem, but it's got a shot at doing the right thing.
And here's the thing. First of all, could it overload the attorneys? I think it could overload the legal system, which is completely overloaded because every time you turn around, I'm going to sue you. That's it.
Right.
I'm going after you. But in this situation, because if you don't have deep pockets and you are now trying to survive, and somebody with deep pockets is going to evict you or take advantage of you, at the very least, it gives those folks a chance to fight back.
Or
it does. And the American Bar Association came out a few years ago and said that what they advocate is at any time something of serious, life and liberty is at stake here, that we should provide representation to these people. So I think evictions are a good example. I think in some child custody issues where we've got a child at stake here, my concern is that we just got to keep it from being frivolous.
Also, gang injunctions where you have people named in a civil action. And they can be wrongly named, they can be in danger of being jailed, and if they don't have the money to defend themselves, they don't get a lawyer because it's a civil case, not a criminal. No, it's a civil case. No, this is civil.
Okay, maybe.
You do not get a lawyer.
Again, I think you're right, Celeste. I mean, I think that there are certain cases, but I just think that I just want to know who's going to be in charge of deciding which cases is assigned a pro bono attorney, or not really pro bono, attorney at my expense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because,
good point.
You know what, and I'll take the last word, because at the end of the day, no matter who gets the attorney, the two of you, me, we're pegged. Okay, let's go on.
Yeah.
When it comes to Halloween costumes, anything goes, am I right? Many of them are in poor taste, but apparently nothing tastes worse than the illegal alien costume. He didn't just cross a border, he crossed a galaxy, according to the costume's description. He's got his green card, but it's from another planet. Sure to get some laughs, the illegal alien adult costume includes an orange prison-style jumpsuit with illegal alien printed on the front, an alien mask, and a green card. The Coalition for Human Immigrant Rights of Los Angeles is outraged and has target stores to remove it from their website. They have. Celeste, with all the tasteless costumes, is this one really that bad?
Fred, when I first saw this, I hoped I had accidentally stumbled upon the humor site, The Onion, because this is a lot like a bad Saturday Night Live skit. I'm a great Target fan. I think they're great corporate community members. And man, whoever came up with accepting this one, they need a short chat from their corporate owners. I think it's a terrible idea. Orange prison jumpsuits. If you want to do this and go to your neighborhood party and you make up the costume, fine. But retailers should not be co-signing on something that has this much prejudice. And it's no.
An orange prison jumpsuit. Wait, an orange prison jumpsuit, and you're saying that's bad news?
An orange prison jumpsuit for illegals.
I've seen people go to Halloween costumes.
Are criminals.
It's felony bad taste is what it is. I mean, does it cross the line into something that shouldn't be sold in stores? Well, I guess that's for the market to decide. But, it is felony bad taste. When I saw this, I was like, oh, my God, who was asleep at the wheel and let this through. And by the way, we should point out, it's not just Target. It was on Walgreens.com and a couple of other places as well. Yeah, it was all over the place. So where were all these people who thought, oh, this would be a great idea? No problem.
I want to know, no, you know what, David? I'm right with you. I want to know who made that decision at Target, who made it at Walgreens, who made it at Amazon, and what's going to happen.
Okay, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you that it's felony bad taste.
It is felony bad taste.
Can we all agree with that? That's a great line. But I mean,
but is it really enough that we should be outraged about? Probably not. It's a Halloween costume.
Exactly, and that's my point.
Well, we're kind of into outrage right now. We're outraged at the balloon family. We're outraged at the costume.
Right.
I'm going with it.
I understand, but you know something? You can be outraged. It's felony bad taste. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it.
That's exactly right. This is America. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
But to remove it from the website, you know what? If somebody
I don't want it at my Target. I'd like to think better of them, honestly.
Okay.